All right, so today we're talking about your oil return and feed lines on small block Chevys. I'm not sure about LS's. I can tell you where the oil return line is. Feed lines are really not the same. Back here where your oil pressure sensor is. Good, clear visual. You can buy the kit where you just take the oil pressure sensor out. That screws in your oil feed lines, and you can put another sensor back there, however you do it. Probably easier to put it up. I couldn't because of the distributor. But for right now, that'll work. And it comes out into the top of your turbos. Shouldn't need to restrict that. We'll see eventually. I'm trial and erroring this build. And then return line. As for not having a welder or anything, I am just putting it where your mechanical fuel pump goes. I have a 10 AN fitting welded onto there. So it'll come out, and then Y to put both turbos into there. Some people weld them into here on the top of the timing cover or into your oil pan, but meh. I do know somebody who has put them into where your oil filter goes. They've done the relocation kit and bunged them into there. But yeah, this will probably be sufficient for what we're doing. Only gonna run 7-10 pounds of boost out of this safely. Everything's cut. Nice aluminum rad. Don't have to run a intercooler on this with a blow-through carb. I do have a big dual in, dual out intercooler. Might put in eventually if I do go with Holley EFI, but I'm still really unsure. Yesterday we gutted all the AC heat. Gonna build a shield for there where we'll put all our MSD ignition box and overflow tank and run it nicely. Still unsure if we're gonna put the exhaust out here and plumb it somewhere out here out the fender, or put her out the hood. I do want to drive this. I was also on the street a lot. Just, get a safety and away we go. Gotta upgrade all the suspension, brakes, that'll come in time. Could just drop the exhaust out down here, keep it kind of hidden, but I don't want it to echo at the ground too much. People in shipping, hit that door to get that fixed. Paint's not the best, but it's a solid color. And for literally what we have into this build so far, it is a good solid base. Like, these floors are all solid. I pulled all that out of a U-pick yard for $100. It didn't come with anything. Buddy made the headliner. I kind of like it. It's good enough, considering I was not going to spend $400 on a brand new one. When the roll cage will come up, dual bar. Probably get a bar across here. Depends. I don't even know what direction we're going to go with this build yet. Drift car? Drag car? I don't know. I am going to drive it on streets Saturdays, Sundays, the odd day to work. There's going to be no heat. The roof covers come off. It's a T-top, so that with the windows down shouldn't need AC. I ripped all the dash out yesterday. We're going to put a big cluster in here. Nice one with all matching gauges, boost, RPM, speedometer, toggle switches, push start. DVD player does come out, folds up. That was on Marketplace, brand new. Buddy needed a case of beer that night. Traded a case of beer for that. 5-speed self-bend clutch. This was all brand new installed when I got the car. I traded a motorcycle for this that I had like $1,000 into, I believe. It does need tires. I already got them quoted. Massive rear slicks. Be really nice. Probably go with Cooper Cobras, a little bigger than what's on it. They already stick out nice. Does already have a Posse Yukon gears in the rear. I don't know if he was lying or not. I've never even drove the car yet. I got it running when I first got it home, and then I was just gonna leave it all stock. And then I just found the turbo kit on Kijiji. It was a good deal. And it's gonna go from here, I guess. Definitely gonna plumb these out with 90s and put them maybe out down here. Depends. I gotta get a rad first. I'm gonna get a big aluminum one, face here, dual fans, because this thing is probably gonna run hot. Probably update all the brakes, get rid of all this. Still don't know if I want to paint everything in here or not. Buddy before me rocker guarded it. Really don't like rocker guard. Hate that. He was like a half-ass mechanic sort of guy. But for what I have into the car, it's really pretty decent. Well, hit the subscribe button if you guys want to see more on this build. I'm gonna buy a welder and do the cage all myself. I'm gonna probably order that in the next couple days here. Blow through carbs on its way. It should be here soon. Do have a Holley EFI sniper system for an LS motor. Don't know whether we're gonna build that motor and put it in this after this one blows, or stick with the car. I like the sound of a carburetor more. Everyone does LS motors. So this will be a fun build. Definitely. I've built and sold, had fun with well over 70 vehicles. Don't know why I didn't start recording it sooner. Make a little vlog on it, but definitely gonna start now. This is definitely one of my funnest builds yet. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Let's get it going.